Hello, fine folks, and welcome to Booghy Plays. We are continuing our top 100 games of all time. This time we're going from 20 to 11, so we're getting very close to the good ones, to the good of the good. Oh, I did. I gotta change that. So I am informed by Ben that I have added 21 to 11 on the description. So now it should be 20 to 11. So as I have said, welcome back, Ben. Welcome back, Radu.
You forgot his name. Have you forgot his name? It's up there. It's up there on the screen.
I haven't
You can just read it.
forgotten his name, but something has changed since we have, yeah. Well, it is what it is.
I've been here like 100 times. How can
know.
you forget?
I don't know. Ask me. I don't know why it's changed. So, how are you?
Why am I like that on the screen?
Now you're okay.
Why am I sort of half in the television?
Well, you're.
There we go.
You are Big Ben.
You are so, we're going to 20 to 11. This should be good games.
Well,
until now we have played. Okay. But now, this one should be something. So, without further ado, let's go to number 20, right? Let's open the TVs.
And who will have the privilege of going first?
The privilege of going first is going to be myself. Then we'll go.
Of course.
We're going to go to Ben, and then we're going to go to you, Radu. You're going to have the privilege of being last.
Yeah, just one more thing I would like to mention, that probably this is going to be my best list, because my 10 best games usually did not move a lot. So, yeah, just pay attention to these ones.
So, number 20. I will be first, right? So my number 20 is a game that I think it's my only Portal game in my top 100.
Oh, and I know this one.
It's my
51st State.
It's I think it's the best one in the series. Or the one I enjoy the most in the series. Yeah, it is 51st State. Master Set, I don't know, there is a newer edition, Ultimate Edition. I have a lot for this game, so I'm okay. It's an engine builder, and this is what I was afraid of.
You're afraid of what?
That these have changed. I don't know why. From a stream to another, these have changed. Yeah, well. So, I was have to do this too. So, I think this is it. Okay. Now we're done. I was talking about
keep on.
Yeah, 51st State is an engine builder. You take cards. We're in a post-apocalyptic world that, in a way, we're rebuilding. This is 51st State, and we do that by playing cards. By playing a tableau of cards, creating a tableau of cards which create an engine which bring us points. It's a very well done system. I think this game is 10, 11 years old. But it still holds up. It was supported. It has a gazillion expansions. And I think it had a great production from the beginning. No cubes. It had meeples. The new one has screen printed. Well, I'm okay with the normal ones. And
it's just a card game, right?
Mainly it's a card game, yeah. In a huge box, but the box is for every expansion that it has a lot of expansions, just like Imperial Settlers. And I can tell you that my Imperial Settlers box is chock full of cards. This is a bit different. It's different enough that than two Imperial Settlers, but then Imperial Settlers, to make it warrant have both. I like them both, but this one I like most. Out of all the games in this system, one is 51st State, the other one is Imperial Settlers, and the newest one is the darling of most, Imperial Settlers Empires of the North. I do like this one the most out of them all, although I enjoy all of them. So my number 20 is 51st State Master Set.
So my number 20 is the best, I think, of the Matago Dudes on a Map game.
Which one do you think?
So you've got Inish, you've got
Kemet,
Cyclades,
and Cyclades. You like Kemet?
And then you've got Kemet, Blood and Sand, which is just it's exactly what you want, I think, from a Dudes on the Map game. There's no defense. It's all about attack. The board is beautifully designed. The mechanics are really good. It is just a real cracker. It is action all the way, super exciting, super fun. This is a game where the dildos are really good and necessary, and really aid the gameplay. And it's really good fun. A friend of mine got this on the Kickstarter. And I played the original version, and then I played this new version.
Is it better?
And it's just so good. It's so much fun. It's so exciting, and it's and it's one of those games where the more players, the better. It is brilliant. Yeah. Kemet is absolutely fantastic.
But do you find that the new version? I do. What I like about this game is the fight system. The new game is that much better than the original?
It's just the production's better. It's neater. There's sort of more stuff in it. You get the black faction as a
standard,
as a given.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I have the expansion.
It's really, really good. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I have the older version with both expansions. That's why I'm not hurrying.
Yeah, then you don't need to buy the new one. It's fine. I mean, the new one just has the green faction and the black faction in it, but
Yeah. It's a as you said, there's nowhere to hide in this game.
Right.
You just cannot hide. Everything is 2 spaces away.
That's it, and you have to get used to that. And once you do, it's a hell of a lot of fun.
What I like about this game is the tech trees. This is what drew me.
Excuse me. Oh God, I snotted on live TV. I'm so sorry. Bloody hay fever. Yeah, I'm even taking tablets. It's terrible.
Yep,
I do apologize.
Yep. Some Claritine, if you find it. Radu, what is your number 20?
All right, so probably is. It does have 2 versions, and I have the old one. This is all about trains, but it's not a train game, as Kosti would argue with me. It's from 2013, and it's Russian Railroads.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a worker placement where you just push your tracks of different colors in, the tracks are in your way, so you have to move them like one by, I don't know, it's a strange one. You have to move one before you move the one in the back, so if you want to make big points, you have to move all of them. This is worker placement game, and
it's a game about tracks, moving up on tracks.
About tracks, moving up on tracks. Yeah, the track T. It has that factory
with absolutely no theme, but with beautiful graphics. I quite
theme isn't important.
Yeah, well, there's the Ultimate Railroad that has everything from you would ever more than you would ever need.
Yeah. Let me see it again.
First Class, which I thought was fine, but I didn't love it. How different is it from First Class?
It's pretty different. First Class is an easier game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically. This one, there's a lot going. Well, yeah. That's fine.
51st State was my 36 last year. So let's go to number 90, right? 19, sorry, not 90.
19.
Indeed.
We're not going 19. Back in time again.
So my number 19 is a game that it's hard to find. It's very hard to find. It's a game that it has very beautiful. I mean, it's odd, but it looks beautiful. It's a game about, I think in your childhood, might you have seen the series. The game is called Tales of Northland, The Sagas of Noggin the Nog.
I've not played it. Nick is a very nice guy. I'd love to play this one. I played Pilgrim, his follow-up, but this one I haven't played.
This is better than Pilgrim. Pilgrim I find it good. I quite enjoyed it, but this is quite unique in itself as a game. I think he created I don't know, I would call it a classic. What is happening here? I would like to know what is happening here. Why did Ben disappear? Okay.
I'm blowing my nose, and I'm not going to do it live on the TV. I already snotted one.
Sorry. I ask you to not take off. To just mute your.
Do you really want your audience seeing me blow my nose live on TV?
Mute the microphone. Mute your microphone, and it's fine. There's no problem. If you get out, and then we're going to have some issues with the video.
Yeah.
So I'd say this is it's a unique game that feels unique. It creates a certain atmosphere at the table. I don't have the beautiful minis here. I have the normal one. The normal how are these called?
Discs.
Discs, yeah. But I still like it with those. It has this big huge rondel. You have different. I mean, it's in a way it has a lot of classic traits of a Euro game: produce resources and use those resources to do some things. But it has its inspiration in those how are they called? Cartoons, old cartoons, and it's a good game. It's a good game that feels quite different and feels unique. And I enjoy it a lot, and I hope I'll manage to play it and may play it on stream also. It's a longer game, a heavier one though. And I enjoy all of those. So my number 19 was Tales of Northlands, The Sagas of Noggin the Nog.
All right.
Ben, what's your number 19?
Oh, my number 19 is the first from the good Dr. Rainer Kinesia. And this is one I just discovered about 3 weeks ago at LariaCon. And it is one of those classic Kinesia games that is super easy to learn. It's super clean. It plays in 30 minutes, and yet it's the best game you've ever played. And this is Samurai. It is so good. It is an abstract game, really. It's an abstract area control game.
Yeah,
but it's so beautifully designed. It's so tense. It's so much fun to play. And it's one of those games you play it, you finish it, it's 30 minutes and you go, let's do it one more time. You know, it is so good. When Kinesia is on form, he's as good as anyone. And this is Kinesia on top form in my eyes.
I do have this one. I have the FFG version. And it's it is good. It's abstracted to its core, but it's
sure good. Really great.
Great little game, yeah. And let's go to number 18, right?
Yeah.
Well,
no,
don't I get a say in this?
Oh, sorry.
I think Radu gets to tell us his 19,
sorry.
doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just.
I'm sorry, Radu. Go with your 18.
Yeah, I'm no.
Don't disappoint now.
Yeah, well, I'm the third wheel here, so I know I'm superfluous.
Oh, don't beat yourself up, Radu.
Wait for us to beat you.
You can count down from 20. You should, you know.
Oh, that took a long time for me to manage to learn. So, well, we have another oldish game. Was 38 on my last list, and now it's 19. This is painting the ceiling of a church.
Oh, I love this game. I love this game.
Yeah, this is I
think it was
everything makes mathematic sense by you get those paints from the market and you have to convert them, which they actually mix the way they should mix. Yeah, you mix the colors together, and you get more complex ones. So yeah, you move the bishop around, he will give you extra points, and that's and the track of where you have to wake up early, and that messes up your morale. If you wake up too late, you find the nothing available. But if you wake up early, then you have to spend more to do that. So this is
your workers get annoyed if they wake up early.
Do you want to tell the audience the name of the game? I don't think we've mentioned the name
Fresco.
of the game.
Oh, he already done it. He knows it. It's Fresco. So he had it on his list, a while back. And
it is so good. It is one of these classic Euro games. It's light, but it's so much fun. And this is a game that, as you say, feels thematic, and painting the ceiling feels like an achievement. It's a brilliant game.
And it is light if you play it without no modules, but if you start adding some modules, you can make it thinky.
When I bought it, Amazon was doing a sale, and it was the base game and all the modules for something like €45 or something.
I see.
And so I got it and I played it with every module. And I think maybe you should pull a couple out, but it's still brilliant.
Yeah, no, I don't play with all, but I do like adding the first 3, then adding those the glasses. I think that those are quite good. So great game, Radu. It was worth not skipping you.
Thank you.
Let's go to number 18. My number 18 is a game that we have played on stream, that Radu,
But loans?
You took a lot of loans, yeah. A gazillion loans. It's a game. Yeah, it's a game about homesteading the Old West.
I'd love to play this one. There's a new version coming out, isn't there?
I don't know. I haven't heard. It's a new version of this.
I think so. I think it's the Belgian publisher, the one who did Carnegie. What are they called? Quinid Games.
But they did the original version also.
Yeah, I think they're bringing out a new version.
So I have the old version with the expansion.
Will they destroy it? That's the question. Will they have animals from
I don't know
outer
what
space?
can you bring to
Aliens.
it. I don't know what can you bring to it, but I have the expansion, and the expansion adds some good two-player replayability. Also adds replayability for for the other player count. We have played it 2. We're going to play it 3, maybe 4 on stream. This is. It has worker placement, engine building, city building, resource conversion. It has so many mechanisms that are so well oiled together.
Taking loans.
Taking loans, yeah, Mr. Wallace. So, and it's a fun. It has bidding, which works with 2 players. So work well with 2 players. I have so much fun playing this one. So much fun, and I do like Old West themes. So and there are few and far between, I would say. I can probably talk about them and I don't know, number them on my hand. Themes with an Old West, and which work in the end.
Right.
So I haven't heard they're redoing the.
I think I saw something on Facebook. I may be wrong though.
No, you know what they're bringing back? They're bringing back Carson City.
Might it be Carson City?
Yeah, so they're bringing back Carson City, which is not in my top 100, but yeah, I like that one also. I haven't done this. A great little game which I highly recommend, and I do hope somebody else picks it up, because TMG unfortunately is dead, and someone
no more. Yeah.
Picks it up and reprint this game, because this is a pretty good classic game. Let's go to number 18, Mr. Ben.
Yeah, so my 18 is my favorite Spiel des Jahres winner of the last 10 years. It is cracking good fun. You can play it with the full player count because your turn is super quick. It is just, and it always has some point in the game where chaos reigns, and it's just brilliant. And from the first time I played it, I loved it, and I play it sort of fairly regularly. And this is Camel Up. Okay. Camel Up is just such great fun, and it again another one of these games. The more people are playing it, the better it is. I played it a couple of weeks ago at 8 players, and it was brilliant, and I loved it.
Man, but just seeing those camels going away from you. What the first or the second edition? Which one do you prefer?
I have the first edition with the expansion.
With the expansion, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the second edition, and it's not because the game's particularly different. I don't think it is. It's just the plastic pyramid makes such a bloody annoying noise.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure the black and white camels work particularly well.
I don't know how the new version works.
But the new version is fine. I mean, it's basically the same game, except you get all of the expansions, you get parts of the expansions in the same box. You don't get the camera, for instance, in the new version. But yeah, no, I mean, the new version is fine. It's just that plastic pyramid makes a load of noise. But it's so wonderful. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
Always great, Camel
Up. So let's go to Radu's number 18, right?
Yeah. So this was 18 last time. It's 18 now. This is
It hasn't moved, huh?
No, it hasn't. And I didn't plan for it this way. It just, synchronized. So this is a proper classic gateway plus, I would say. This is you can take and expose people to what board games can be, and this was definitely one that got me into the hobby early on. This is Stone Age.
Yeah, I mean it's a classic, isn't it? I think it's really great. So.
There's no way around it. This this will always be around. It's an evergreen. It was always available, and it's great fun in a box.
Yeah, it is.
You just roll dice, try to get as much resources out of them, mitigating the luck by having tools, going to the. It's really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is fun.
I can't.
Yeah, it's great.
Can't recommend it enough.
Yeah.
And it has chance in it. It has dice in it. I love that. It is. It's always. And it's light enough that anyone can play it, but it has enough in it that anyone can play it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can have fun even if you're a seasoned gamer with a newer gamer at the table.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fun game. I think it was in my 80s or something like this.
Yeah.
Another overlap with you, my friend. So let's go to number 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My number 17 is a game that it's set in the Medici era. A game designed by
Is it Lorenzo?
yes, of course, it's Lorenzo. Lorenzo.
That was a clear giveaway.
By Simone Luciani, Flavia Branzini, and Virginio Gili. If you can get the big box, we've made 2 playthroughs on the channel for this game. Oh, sorry. I mean, it's engine building. It's die. I quite like the ingenious use of dice. We all have the same dice practically. You can get some cards which can customize your dice. But man, this game is fun creating taking those cards and creating. It's satisfying at the end seeing what you have managed to build. Never a dull moment. I think the expansion adds enough to replayability without adding a lot of weight to the game and lots of rules to the game. They're pretty clear. And I can always recommend it. Good production, good game. If you like and you're a fan of the Italian School of Design, it's just so good, and it can come out today, and you will not feel its age. Let's say.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones because it doesn't feel super overburdened with rules, right?
Yep.
It's one where Clemens Franz really tried. So.
Right.
I think it suits the artwork suits the theme, but the theme is not really there. This is a mechanical game. I'm okay with it.
Theme isn't important. I think we can all agree on that.
Well, theme is important. I think I can agree with that. So you were saying that theme isn't important, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So say that again.
You're working into a trap.
What's this? I can't see it.
Nothing. I muted you when you were saying the theme isn't important.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Yeah. Top lols.
Being so cheeky.
So, let's go to your number 17, Ben.
Yeah, so my number 17 is my massive, takes forever to play 4X game of choice. It is
Eclipse.
So good. It is one of the Space 4X games that actually is a good game and not just a massive sprawling dice rolling blah. and
that was a big TI.
Do you think this is Eclipse? Eclipse is brilliant. It's a real game, and it has. I say theme isn't important, but this one has real theme. Yes, it's more sort of Euro mechanic-y, but it's so good. And if I'm going to play a Space 4X game, I've played Twilight Imperium 3, Twilight Imperium 4, and Eclipse
Eclipse
beats
the one.
Eclipse beats Twilight Imperium hands down.
How long can a session be? With
Well,
Eclipse?
it's not as long. I mean, it's long, 3 or 4 hours, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not Twilight Imperium length.
At least it's half.
Right.
Half Twilight Imperium.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one I need to play. I need to play this one. I think I will enjoy it as
I don't own it, and I would love to own it, but it's 150 quid, and that's a big investment to make. But it is really fantastic.
Yeah, but it is for a certain type of gamer. I don't think it's for everyone. So you know beforehand what you're getting involved with.
Yeah. But I mean, if you like Eurogames, you'll grasp Eclipse.
Okay.
It is a really rigorously designed game. It's really very good.
All right.
Sorry. So Radu, what is your number 17?
Is it me already?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
So 17 was 24 last time.
Yeah.
We've kind of mentioned this one in passing. It's a redesign that was for the better, I think, at least visually. I haven't played the original, which it's said to be the grandfather of worker placement. It's Kalos 1303. This is the one I have been introduced to, and
this is the newer one, right?
The newer one, yeah, with Bosley's art.
Yeah.
Which
I haven't played the newer one.
So I'm glad it doesn't have animals in it, but it's still.
It doesn't have animals. It doesn't have dildos. So.
No, I have the retail version, but it still manages to evoke that medieval construction. You're building those structures. Who owns them gets a benefit, and that provost is annoying. Everyone tries to move him farther back or ahead, depending on which actions they will not get to take. Right.
Yep.
So everything in front of him will be discarded. So yeah, I don't think the original was meant to is thought to be harder than this one. So this is more an indulgent, more
approachable, as I've heard.
For newer gamers.
Yeah, I mean, approachability in Kalis doesn't interest me. In Kalis, you're a bastard, and that's great. I think it's a real attraction of the game.
I think you can play with the older rules. So it's just a matter of preference in the end. I do think the older one looked plain ugly. I mean, that cover.
Yeah, who cares? And it's another Astari game.
Another Astari. Yeah.
Astari games.
Yeah.
Are not impressive art-wise, but they're brilliant mechanisms.
Well,
right?
Shakespeare was impressive art-wise.
Yeah, Shakespeare was actually pretty good. Yeah. Surprisingly so for them.
So let's go to number 16, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
My number 16, it is a sort of an overlap with Mr. Ben on the designer.
Okay.
My number 16 is a game designed by Taco Tucocalio.
Okay. Ooh.
But the game, it was not as loved as Eclipse was, but I like it a lot. The game is Welcome to Walnut Grove.
Yeah, I've never played it. It looks really interesting,
though. It's a very simple game mechanically, but it's tight and punishing. Why aren't you showing here? Why aren't you showing here? I don't know what.
Oh.
No. I don't know what is happening. Something is happening.
Well, we'll just say it out loud.
No, something has happened with the
One TV went black, right?
Yes, exactly. So one TV went black, and I don't know why.
Technology is not our friend.
Not at all, apparently. And I don't know why.
Well, I think people are listening to us, not looking at us.
What the? Well, this is interesting as all get out. I'm sorry for this, but oh no, yeah, now it's fine. So, going back to sometimes it happens. I don't know why. So yeah, the game itself, punishing, is pretty tight. You need to get the resources to pay for workers. Otherwise, you're gonna get some beggars. You're gonna go begging to your neighbors, and begging to your neighbors will lose you points at the end of the game. You can repay those loans, but because it's a loan system. But you might not, because yeah, every resource counts, and you have to be warm at the end. You have to feed your people. What I still would want, and I would like somebody to pick up this game and reprint it and redo a new version where I have some more here. This is the season tiles, and the game plays for 8 years, and every year is spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and every season you will do certain things. So, and the game only has, for the first 4 years, you will shuffle, and you'll get yeah, you're gonna have, it's going to be randomized, but you will only have those 8 tiles. You don't have, let's say, 2 more or 4 more. So you choose from 4. You kind of, and you know what the tiles are, and after a few games, I don't know, I've played a few games, I have 20 games, maybe 25 games. In a way, you kind of know what is coming. The only thing that you don't know what's coming is what goes in the back, and the tiles that you will build your estate with. But yeah, those are, you will do the puzzle every time differently. I would have liked that to have more of these tiles, of these year tiles, in order to make it far more replayable. Also, some improvement on components. Yeah, I have pimped my copy to make it, to bring the theme alive, and it does come alive with my with the pimped version I have. So my number 16 is Welcome to Walnut Grove. Sorry for the small mishap. Okay.
This is the second Wild West
theme
one
game.
you have?
Yeah, it is. I like these themes. I told you. I have one more which is close to the top 100, which will have an expansion soon. Okay.
Yeah, so my 16 is designed by the Netherlands' hottest designers. They always make fantastic games, and it is one of it is one of 2 of their games that is in this 10, and it's one of 3 that is in my entire top 100.
Okay.
And this is one of their shorter games, but it's no less mean. It is brutal. You don't score any points. You do everything you can to screw over your opponents to the benefit of yourself. But it is so much fun, and this is Bus. Bus is so good, and you know, the new reprint is beautiful, although you can't get it anymore and it's super expensive. But Bus is so good, and it's such a tight, knotty game that you play in 40 minutes. It's brilliant. It's an absolute masterpiece, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's not in my top 100 because it's a bit meaner. I think it's one of their meanest game, even meaner than Food Chain Magnate.
Oh, it's horrible. It really is mean, but it's brilliant. It's brilliant with it.
And
you need to understand that. If you understand that it's mean, then it's fine.
And that space-time continuum.
Yeah, I mean, brilliant.
And I do like the newer version.
Now that's theme.
I do have the newer version, which is good. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the older one. The older one looked like it was drawn by a autistic child.
It doesn't look great, the older one. I will give you that.
But without having anything against people with autism and things like that, but it was like it was drawn from someone who was in his own world, who did not think of what others are thinking of the thing which will have in front of them.
If someone asked me to draw a board game board, that's maybe what I'd come up with, because I have zero drawing talent.
Yeah. So yeah, it is. I hope I'll manage to play this on stream at some point. Not a bad game though. So
brilliant.
Radu, what is your 16?
Okay, so this is a crossover with Ben from the other list.
What is
which
it?
It's
Diamonds?
One of the meanest Euros from 2009.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, this is Hansa Teutonica.
What a game.
The interaction in this game is off the charts. I mean, you can... This is blocking the game. You're just putting a cube on someone else's road.
Yeah, but in order to...
I know that's a piece of strategy in the game. That's
it's part
just
of the strategy to do that.
I know.
You will do that to me. I can do that to you in another place.
Exactly, but it's not that game that's usually don't expect a multiplayer solitaire at this point because of that, and we are going for these locations, and we try to put our posts, cubes or discs, depending on the requirements. So, yeah, a lot of interaction. And surprising, the big box has the original art, so they did not need to change that. So,
right, absolutely.
Who did the original
not like
art?
everything needs to change from one version to the other.
Who did the original art? I'm quite curious.
No idea, but it's very Clemens Franz-esque.
It's Dennis Lohausen.
It's Dennis Lohausen. They're very similar, those two.
No,
but this one is not Clemens Franz, the new one. It's still him.
Yeah, it's still Dennis
right?
Lohausen. Yeah, I don't feel they're similar, Dennis Lohausen, and they're very different. The way they draw people, the way they're pretty different. Yeah.
To the untrained eye. Let's call it that.
That's right. I consider my eye distinctly untrained.
Yeah, this is a pretty good game. I don't find it that mean as a lot of people do, because I'll do things that are good for me, and maybe
if you're short on resources, that can be really painful.
Yeah.
That you cannot bump otherwise because you're left with no cubes. And I just wanted one more spot to complete that route. Now I can't, and I have to do the long way around.
But that's part of the game.
It's a bit me.
You need to have the resources.
Yeah. So be prepared for that. You have to do it, even if you don't like to do it.
Good game. Good game. Let's go to 15.
Yep.
My number 15 is a game, believe it or not. Which
no.
Let me see if it has.
Say it isn't so.
No, it has no dildos yet.
Ah.
But it's a game which kills dildos.
So what?
It will have a reprint, which I do not like. I don't like the artwork. I don't like how the things are done in the new reprint. But it's not about me. It's about what people want. But I have my old version and I'll keep to it. And probably it will be expensive in the second-hand market. The game is Village. I love this game. This is a game. It's a game with a heart.
It's right. It is.
You create a story. You tell a story. your workers have a life. They tell a story, and the stories that you take, some tell a corruption story about being in the in the
City Hall,
in the office. Some say tell a story about traveling the world and bringing things home from the world. Some
or you could die in a pub and finish the game prematurely.
Right.
And this is a story where Radu ended the game. We played the 2-player playthrough on stream. We did it in Romanian, where he did not remember that he has the drunk, the village drunk was in the pub, and he was so old that he did not realize he's gonna die soon, and he had so many plans which were wrecked by the drunk. By the village drunk, who unfortunately died. He drank to his grave.
Yeah, I was invited to the funeral and the game was over. So,
and it's fun, and it can create moments that you will remember. I love both
expansions.
But what's tic-tac-toe, Kosti? But I love both of its expansions. The Ian, which brings new citizens, which you can talk to. Also, you can get drunk, and you get drunk. You drink some pints, and they give you some info. They come from all over the world, and you learn to do new stuff. Or help you with the old ones. I love the fact that you can. It has so many strategies. You can go to the market. You can build stuff, or you can spend wisdom and different things to somebody else to build stuff for you. It's a wonderful game, and I think it is. I haven't played the one with which is Legacy. I forgot his name of Marcus and Inca and Marcus Brand. But I think
thingy of Rise of Newdale, is it, or something like that?
Something, yeah. Rise of Queensdale. I haven't played that one, but I think this is their best design. As a whole, I truly think this is their best designs. There is Rajas of the Ganges, which is a good game. They made other good Turia, which was a pretty good game. But I think, the Exit series are okay if you enjoy that. But I think as a classic, I think this is their best game. So my number 15 which was 21 last year, is Village.
So my number 15 comes from the Netherlands' hottest designers. And if this is not my game of the year...
Wait. There are two. I think they're also from Netherlands. Dan van Paridon and... no, sorry. That's the André Spiel and Rolf Sagel. I think they're from Netherlands also. They did Wildcatters.
Okay.
So...
But yeah, if this isn't my game of the year, it means that something truly astonishing has come out, because this game is brand new, and yet it's absolutely amazing. It is everything you want from a Splotter game. It's mean, it's difficult, it's original. It is just fantastic, and that's Horseless Carriage. It is so good. We've waited 7 years for a new Splotter game to come out, and it's been worth every day of the wait, because Horseless Carriage is absolutely fantastic.
I'm trying to get a copy for the channel and play it. I have not played it. I talked with Joris, did the interview. I like Splotters. I don't know how this one. I will try to get it and play it.
It's brilliant.
I've heard it's not as interactive as others, though.
No, it's a lot of looking at your own tableau and working out how to build your own factory. But that challenge is wonderful too. It is. It's so good. It's so good. They are so good, and they design games that are just like nothing else.
Yeah, they're different. What I do like about them is they do different games. They don't do the same game every time. They don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't just rehash mechanisms to make a new game. But they do this for fun. So when you do this for
and it's
fun,
crazy. They do it for fun, and they end up being the best designers in the industry. It's crazy.
I wouldn't go there. They are among the best designers in the industry.
I don't think anyone designs games like them. I don't.
Yeah, they're different.
Name me anything that's like a Splotter game. They are truly unique, and it's really to be admired.
Yeah, that's true. That I'll give that. But that doesn't make you necessarily the best. Makes you some of the best, true the best. So let's go to Radu's number 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think this could be MacGurt's best game or most popular one for sure.
If it's the one I think of, it's his best game, and it's brilliant.
It's Concordia.
It's Concordia. It has every map you can imagine.
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah.
It is I like the system of it's a kind of an engine builder. You have those cards that will
deck builder, engine builder sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's a mask rondel.
You're moving from
cards.
one, trying to put to be present in these regions, countries, territories. It's storage is always full.
Yeah.
Why can't we get an infinite storage? I don't know. It's something that bugs me in games, and but
I played the new expansion map with him a couple of weeks ago. That's coming out at Essen, the Rome one, and it's really fantastic.
Kosti screams
and another map.
Yeah, it's just the city of Rome, and it's really great. And Mac played with us.
Oh.
And he absolutely destroyed us. Absolutely destroyed us. No mercy.
He probably knows it.
That's what you get for playing with the game with a designer. So this is an old, but considered a classic. It already,
I like
2013.
I like his designs. We have played here Crossing Oceans. Hopefully,
Oceans.
We're gonna play this
great.
one. We're gonna play this one also.
Yeah.
Concordia's genius.
Yeah, it's
such everywhere.
Such a simple game mechanically.
Play a card, do what it says.
Yeah.
And we all have the same cards. Well, we start the same way,
and I think with the
ramps up.
With the Venus expansion, it closed all the possible strategies which you would have had in the game. Good pick, my friend. Good pick. Let's go to number 14. My number 14 is a game that I don't think it's new to the list. I have managed to get a review copy of it, so this is how I managed to play it. And then I added some expansions. I also have designed a variant for it, which I posted on BGG, and hope people played it and had fun. I tailored it for my preferences. It's a game also which is different, and it has a heart. The game is Obsession. I have taken this game. I have played it a few times, and then I added the expansions. When I added the expansion, I found it too long for what it is. And then I've played it, I don't know, 10, 12 times with a variant that I thought about. And I created a variant which works for me better. I don't like the original Luckfest, which the game is. But you might enjoy it as it is, because you like randomness, Ben. Radu, I think also. But the game is thematic. It oozes theme, and it's a lot of fun. Probably for you, it's even more fun. Being Victorian England, the theme. It has a beautiful presentation. It has a beautiful production, and it is there underneath. It is a very good game.
Well, this is the posh Victorian England because usually you would have your chimneys and coal everywhere.
I recently played the first version of this, and it had a few wonky elements. I was told the second version fixed a lot of what was wrong with the first.
Yeah, I don't recommend playing the first. The second edition is far better. I do hope to get Dan for a. We talked. He's preparing his new game, and I'm quite interesting to see what goes, what he will do with the new game. But this is the game which, I loved, and I will. I would enjoy for a long, long time. With everything that it has for it going right now. My number 14 was Obsession.
So my number 14 is a true event game. This is another newish game. It's brilliant. We play it very often at my Thursday night game group. It is just loads of fun, and it's much better if you have someone who wants to take over the role of the games master, because then it just feels more natural, more organic. And this is Ready Set Bet.
Ready Set Bet.
It is brilliant. It's so much fun. It's such a laugh. It plays with loads of people. It is the perfect kind of event party game. Everyone sort of recognizes the tropes, the horse racing tropes in it. And it's just so brilliant. You need to play Ready Set Bet. It's really good.
I want to try this game. You have talked about this before. I've heard some good. The only thing which I have with it's a older one, something with Horse Fever, I think, or I don't know how it's called.
Yeah, that's a Kinesia one, right?
Not that one. No.
I have Winning Circle.
No. It's done by Italian designers. I have forgotten the name. Which has two versions, an easier one and a complicated one. I will have to try this one because I have heard only good things about it. And
it's so great.
I've heard it's better with more players than.
Oh, sure. Full player count is great fun. And having someone to roll the dice and announce the horses. Don't use the app. That's crap.
But somebody would have to accept that role.
But, if you do it, we have a guy in the game group who prefers it, and he loves doing it, and he's brilliant at it. So,
let's go, Radu, to your number 14.
So this is a hybrid. So for the American Thrashers and the Eurogamers, they've mixed it up. Was 17 last time, now it's 14 from 2015.
Is it Blood Rage?
No, but close.
Oh, the other one?
Champions of Midgard.
Oh, okay.
You're just, worker placement. You go places to gather, to gear up, and then send dice to fight different monsters, either for the ones attacking the village, or you try your luck in the sea. So I think it has a lot of luck because you're really at the mercy of the roll. There are ways to mitigate that, rerolls and that kind of stuff, but it's at its core, it's set collection and order placement with dice roll. It's this if you like that part.
Do you like it more the
randomness?
Waterdeep?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I see.
That one, I have not had it. I have played that once, but this one I like more. So, yeah.
You didn't expect the Obsession, Kosti, from me? Watch the variant I've decided. So it's an interesting. I have to play this game.
Yeah, I never played it
more. let's go to number 13, right?
Yeah.
Number 13. We need someone to announce the numbers. Do you think your friend from your gaming group would like to announce the numbers?
Yeah, we're not the Dice Tower, so.
So my number 13 is a game which entered my top 50 this year. It's a game I have managed to play last year for the first time. I got to play it, and man, I like this game. It has a crazy cover and scary cover, but the game is a good cover, and the game is so good. The game is Golem.
It is great. Yeah.
Man, it's so tight, so good. It has the right length. It will burn it will make you think. It's thinky, and what I like about this game is it ends when it should end.
Yeah.
You manage to slowly burn, build that engine, and it ends. It doesn't overstay its welcome like Terraforming Mars, for example. You can mulch and go on and go on and go on and go on. I don't find fun that. I understand why other people like it, but I don't like that. I like the grind of creating something which I have managed to create, and the best one who creates this is the winner of the game.
This is the perfect example where theme is not important.
Absolutely.
I did not get why you put your golem in the cemetery since they're already dead. But yeah, it's fine.
Because you respect them and the work they did for you.
It's because it gives you points and bonuses.
Oh, for the points. Now I get it.
No, it's because you respect them. You love your golems. You have created them. You have given them life. You have given them life. You have taken their life. The least they deserve is a good burying. A proper burying. A Christian burying.
This is a Jewish game, right?
It's a Jewish game, yeah.
So, get your religion right.
So what, Jewish people do not bury their, or what?
Well,
I've no idea.
They're not Christians.
What do you mean they're not Christians? They're Christians.
Well, they don't have a Christian burial, Jewish people, right?
I don't know. That I don't know. That I have to... but they do bury their dead. So...
yeah, it is.
They're golems.
Slippery waters. Talking about I think we don't know.
So, yeah. But getting back to Golem. Theme Shmeem. The game is awesome.
Well, if both of you agree.
And the randomizer. No, I do like the theme. I do like that it's such a different theme. I do like the fact that it's so different than most of, and it tries this. And the marbles, which are mainly dice, you have a randomizer there, are also it's a fun mechanism. Everything is fun about this game. I have never as many times as I've played it, I was engaged, I was having fun, I was not bored by at all. So good, great game. Not good, great game. My number 13 is Golem.
So my number 13 is close personal friend Martin Wallace's best game, I think.
Brass.
Give me. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on.
Go. I thought the game was sneeze, and I was. What?
No, it's not brass. Actually, it is the. I think of all the games on this list, it's the one that encourages the most obsession. It's the one that most people. That there are certain people, and they kind of only play this game, and there is a convention in America that is dedicated solely to this game. Exactly. And Age of Steam is so good. And again, it's one of those brutal games that you can mess up in your first turn. But when you get going, it's just so clever. It's so intricate. It's so mean and interesting. It is just a brilliant game, Age of Steam.
It sounds like a train game, is it?
Well,
it's very much a train game.
Yeah, I think that Relics of the World is Age of Steam light in a way.
Right, exactly.
But it cannot be on 13, of course. I love Raiders of the World. I haven't managed to play. I hope I'm going to get a copy of Age of Steam and play
And I
this
did
one.
buy the deluxeified version of Age of Steam. It's the only version. It's the only version you can get.
Oh,
so
you like dildos? Dildos for Ben.
Well, everyone has his fetishes, right? So
well, exactly. If I'm gonna get dildos, they're gonna be train
dildos. Yeah. Well, I cannot disapprove of this game. I do hope to get to play it on stream also. We are doing now a series for Relays of the World. We have went through some maps. So let's hope we're going to be able to do this for Age of Steam also.
Never-ending maps of Railways of the World.
Yeah.
All right.
Shut up, you won. So.
Yeah, I want to be in debt forever. So my number 13 was 7 last time. It fell a bit, but not gameplay wise. So this is one we've played early on in a few years now back, and we had a very big quarrel in the parliament. That's you had it on your list as well. So this is Lancaster.
It's so great, so
great. I think I've heard.
Hello, Kosti.
That. Yeah, he was there. He didn't enjoy the negotiation and the diplomacy of that part of the game, but we actually reveled in
Kosti was
in that.
How to explain this? Kosti was somehow in the middle. I was trying to get him to vote for mines because he's interested. Radu was trying on the other hand, and he was not really enjoying this part of the game. He wanted just to vote in silence, and this is a huge part of this game. To the heckling around voting and getting the laws that you want to get voted in order to score points, of course.
Yeah. So, and you went and you fought the French all by yourself, and no one came to your aid. That was glorious.
So I went first to fight, and I thought, come on, somebody would. There were good points there, and I said, someone should probably come and help me fight the French. And guess what? No one came, and I sank in the ocean fighting the French.
Yeah, so a lot of moments. You could create a lot of memorable moments by playing this game.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Great game.
I highly recommend this.
Great game.
Yeah, it's brilliant, Lancaster.
So let's go to number 12, right?
Yeah.
Though interesting about Lancaster, I spoke to Matthias Kramer and I told him that it was my favourite game of his. And he just looked at me as if I was completely stupid, which I found really interesting because Lancaster's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what. No. So let's go to
12.
12, right?
Yeah.
My number 12 is a game, right?
That's a surprise.
Why we're here, right? We're not selling vegetables.
My number 12 is a game that we have spoken about, that we all enjoy, and it's a game that we have played recently, I would say. And that game is Glenmore 2. It is a Matthias Kramer design, not an overlap
It is.
design.
Oh wow!
An overlap.
It's so close.
Yeah. This was Glenmore 2. It was 35 last year. Well, the expansion had something to do with it. I do love what the expansion brings, and I have talked about it at length there. This is a pretty fun game. It's so good, so simple and so good. It's tactical. It's you need to plan accordingly. It's always fun. Always, I have had a good time with this game. And if you think Matthias Kramer does games which are so different, Lancaster is different than Glenmore, Kraftwagen, but it has a good player interaction inside all of his games, most of his games.
Right.
So he manages to create that. So yeah, I love this game. I will never say no to play a game of Glenmore 2 Chronicles, and it does help the fact that it looks so good in this new reprint.
Yeah, probably the best big boxes out there.
Yeah, for the price, it's this one is not full of dildos.
I think Fun Tales are great. I think what they're trying to do is really good.
I agree. So my number 12, which I have forgotten to.
Don't draw attention to the error.
Yeah.
So my number 12 is another by the good Dr. Rainer Kinesia, and it's another one of these great games that plays in 20 minutes but gives you a full experience. And this one is as mean as all hell, and you've got to be super careful, otherwise you'll screw yourself. Oh. And it's absolutely brilliant. And this is High Society. High Society is so good. It is the perfect auction game almost. And you can get in so much trouble. And the way the money cards are spaced out, if you're not clever, you can end up having to bid 25,000 because that's all you've got left. It's really, really good. High Society.
Yeah.
Kosti changed the numbers now. I saw it.
You already did.
Thank you, Mr. Kosti. Yeah. It's a game which I need to play. I haven't played this one.
Well, it takes 20 minutes, so get on it.
It's a micro game.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, pretty much it's a micro game.
Being an auction game, I think this is a 4-player game, probably.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I will have to try it. So, what is your number 12, Radu? I don't disagree with this because I can't.
I keep messing you up at this. I'm mentioning the one version that can only be found here in Spain. This is released in 2007. Was 23 last time. It's Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, yeah.
The Stefan Feld one?
Yeah. So the one publisher from here,
I don't know if it's
had the idea
I can find that version.
Well, if you have the 10th anniversary, there's a picture of the box, so there's a huge difference. It looks, much more modern than the old one. So yeah, I keep on mentioning this one because this one is there's a delay, so.
You'll have to wait a little bit, but probably I don't know if it's that one. Seems like it's in Chinese or something.
No. This is the copy. Well, it's basically the same game, but just improved graphics and illustration.
I see. Okay.
So
I think
that's the version that got me.
This this is some of the few drafting games.
Yeah,
One of the first
yeah,
drafting
you
games.
do a draft and you plan your turn by keeping 3 cards. You play 2, you discard 1. So you need to be careful where you deal with rats, or you get money, or you move the cart around and go to the markets and get um, different colored tokens. I don't. This is one of those that theme is on the edge because you have presence in and it
Oh.
amplifies
It's
every
done by
time you go
Maldito,
there.
Games.
Yes.
Oh, that cover looks good. So this is what.
If you find the cover, it's
Oh.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So inside is that it's all been redone.
Oh.
It's almost a big box. I think it has all the it's not expansion because it has new cards in it. So yeah, this is one that I really enjoy playing. So yeah.
Yeah, you should with those graphics. Yeah, it does look good. The cover at least looks good. So number 12, that is our number. We go to number 11, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
the last ones, and I'm not going to forget to change it now. So number 11 is a game which I dearly love. It was number 4 last year. This is now this year's number 11. That maybe because I haven't played it since then, since I think 1.5 years ago, because I didn't have the time, but I still hold it near and dear to my heart. It's Uwe's love letter to his growing up,
Fields of Arl.
to his home, which is Fields of Arl.
Le.
Excellent 2-player. You don't need more than 2 players.
Nope.
It's an only 2-player,
No,
right?
with the expansion it goes up to 3. But
Okay.
you don't need a third
A
one.
huge box for 2-player.
But it's so good. It's so good. I mean, it is thematic. The theme comes out. The love of doing this game comes out every time you're going to play it. And I love taking out the peat. I love building my farm. I love all the all the resource conversion, getting, and it's everything is so thematic. Everything makes sense. You take lumber, you can transform it into a finished product, which allows you to build. It's so smart. It's so, he has taken from this and he has done, yeah, some of the mechanisms from here, the transformations from here. Well, I think the first time he did it in Le Havre, and then place it in all of his games. The resource conversion that you do, yeah, I think Uwe is best at doing resource conversion, and how you create your farm, and how you manage to go into the world and send goods and get points for those goods, and how the game plays per seasons, and you can do some actions in the summer, but you can also do an action in winter if you are able to do that action. It's a pretty good design, smart design. But what I love the most about it is the fact that I feel the theme coming through, and I feel it's a special game. I feel it has something special. My number 11 is Fields of Arle.
My number 11 is my favorite trading game. It is the most criminally underrated game in the whole of hobby board gaming. It is fantastic. It's a riot, but it's a proper game too, with strategy and tactics. It is so much fun. And this is Trade on the Tigris.
Oh.
It is brilliant. It is.
This is a TMG game?
A TMG game, yeah. And it feels it's a riot to play, and it's just you play with a full player count, and it is just brilliant. We played it at LaRiaCon, and it was just so much fun. After a few glasses of wine too many, it was brilliant.
Yeah, I have to. I've never.
Every
played
game
this
is
one.
better with alcohol, isn't it?
I've never played this one, and I don't know if it's still available with.
No, it's not. I'm hoping someone will pick it up and reprint it because it's so good and do a better job. The initial printing wasn't great. TMG were doing weird things towards the end, but it's such a great game.
Yeah. It's a Jeff Engelstein title. That sounds.
Yeah, it's Jeff Engelstein and Ryan Sturm. They basically designed it on the Ludology podcast.
Yeah. Let's go to your number. You have the honors to close the list, my friend. What is your number?
Well,
pick a good one.
It's a Well, I have a trilogy, so pick the right one. Would be the first one, obviously, the one that created the ripple. It was 14 last time, and it's 2006. This is. You're building a cathedral. So this is a 3 to 4 player game. The more the merrier. It's a classic worker placement game with engine building, resource conversion, and 2 points. And it doesn't get old.
Yeah.
I don't I don't get tired of talking about this.
It's the best in the trilogy.
Yeah, I mentioned all of them because they're kind of tight, but usually not mentioned, right? World Without End and Column of Fire.
Yeah.
So
I like Columns of Fire board though.
Well,
they
all have different. Yeah. But this one, I really recommend first trying out and hunting the other ones if find it worthy. So I hope I found a good game to finish this top.
It's a good one. Yeah, I like this game a lot. Yeah, it's really good, and it's the get resources to build something done right.
It's the pulling the workers out of the bag that is so great.
And that one.
It's so great. It's so much fun. It's such a great mechanic.
Yeah, and and it's a lot of fun. Oh no, I wanted mine. I needed mine. Oh, I have to pay 6. I need to pay 6 to go first now.
Not a good idea to not have money in this game.
Right.
It's fun game. Good pick, mister.
Save the best for last, right?
Of course.
Okay.
This was our top 20 to 11. So we only have the top 10. Thank you, Mr. Ben, for doing it.
Hanging on with us with your hay fever and all.
Oh God, it
really
hit me. Really
you
hit
need
me.
to take antihistaminics, my friend.
I do, but they're not doing anything.
So
tea and honey, Grandpa's recipe.
No, that's not good. You can drink as much tea and honey as you want. You're gonna sneeze.
Oh, don't take medical advice from me then.
You need good antihistaminics which work. So we're going to hopefully we're going to finish in this formula the top 10 as soon as we can. I had fun doing this.
As soon as you get better.
He will get better. It's not that you take a pill and that's that.
I'm not dying. It's fine.
Yeah.
So if you like Ben, we recommend sending dildos at PO Box
5gamesfordoomsday@gmail.com. Just ask me first. I'm very picky on my dildos.
Yeah, he likes the one in shape of a train. So
exactly.
Thank you, Mr. 5 Games for Doomsday, for doing this. His podcast. You can.
I hope you win the
vote for me. I'm the Golden Geek.
Yeah.
Go on Board Game Geek and vote for me.
Okay, and we'll see each other on the next one.
Okay, till next time. See you. Keep safe. Play games.
Thank you to everyone who came and watched live. I want to thank everyone who will come and watch after the fact. If you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, subscribe because subscribers are the important, and it will help us deal better with publishers. We are trying to get to 1,000. Working hard. If you enjoyed these tops, like, share, comment. Which games did you like? Maybe you didn't like certain games, and why not? Until next time, all I have to say is what it says here: play a lot, play loads, as you Brits say, have fun, and until next time, bye bye, fine folks, wherever in the world you are.